Have you ever looked at a narcissist and thought, they seem unstoppable? Their confidence, manipulation, and ability to dominate can make it feel like they have no weaknesses. But here's the truth. Narcissists are far weaker than they appear. Behind the mask of control and superiority lie deep vulnerabilities they fight to hide at all costs. In today's video, we'll dive into the narcissist's biggest weaknesses. You'll discover what truly shakes them, why these weaknesses exist, and how this knowledge can empower you to stand strong against their tactics. Welcome to Narcissist Unmasked, the channel where we reveal the truth about narcissists and help you heal and take back control of your life. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an empowering video like this one. The false self-defined. Narcissists do not live authentically. They construct a false self, an exaggerated version of themselves that they show the world. This false self is perfect, superior, and always in control. It's a defense mechanism developed to hide their real self, which they perceive as weak, flawed, and unworthy. Why the false self exists. Many narcissists develop this survival mechanism early in childhood, often due to emotional neglect, inconsistent parenting, or conditional love. To cope with feelings of abandonment, rejection, or inadequacy, they create a grandiose image to feel worthy and accepted. Why the false self is fragile. While the false self may seem impenetrable, it is highly fragile. Any criticism, rejection, or exposure threatens to tear down their carefully crafted image. Narcissists will go to great lengths, manipulation, rage, silent treatment to protect the false self because it's all they have. Imagine a house built on sand. It might look sturdy from the outside, but one strong wave, or in this case, a dose of reality, can bring the entire structure crashing down. This is how a narcissist's false persona works. Why exposure is a major weakness. Narcissists carefully curate their image. Being exposed as a liar, manipulator, or abuser shatters their illusion of perfection. They fear public humiliation because it reveals the truth. They are not as grand or superior as they claim. How exposure affects a narcissist. Exposure can result in a narcissistic injury, which is a severe blow to their ego. It can cause them to spiral into rage, depression, or desperation to regain control. When people see through their act, the narcissist loses power and influence, which terrifies them. Common examples of exposure. 1. Calling out their lies. Narcissists thrive on deception. Being confronted with evidence destroys their control. 2. Revealing their abusive behaviors. If their abuse is exposed to family, friends, or authorities, it challenges their narrative of being the victim or hero. 3. Losing their enablers. Narcissists often surround themselves with people who defend them. When these people turn against them, their false world collapses. The truth is kryptonite to a narcissist. When they are forced to face who they really are, they feel exposed, powerless, and terrified. Understanding narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply is the lifeblood of a narcissist's ego, consisting of attention, admiration, and validation. This supply can be positive, like praise and compliments, or negative, such as causing drama, fear, or anger. It sustains their false self and helps them avoid facing their inner void. The devastation of losing supply. When a narcissist loses access to supply, such as when a partner leaves, co-workers stop praising them, or friends refuse to comply, they experience emotional withdrawal. Without supply, their false self begins to crumble, and they are left feeling empty, worthless, and powerless. Why this matters to you. Cutting off supply by going no contact, ignoring their manipulations, or setting firm boundaries is one of the most powerful tools you have. When you stop feeding their ego, you regain your control and they lose their grip over you. Going no contact is like pulling the plug on their energy source. Without your emotional reactions or attention, their influence disappears. Why rejection is so painful for narcissists. Rejection reminds narcissists of their deepest fear, that they are unworthy of love and connection. Because their false self cannot tolerate failure, any form of rejection triggers shame and insecurity. How narcissists respond to abandonment rage. They lash out in anger to regain control. Smear campaigns. They may spread lies about you to maintain their superiority and victim narrative. Replacement. They seek new supply quickly to avoid confronting their emotions. Real life signs. Narcissists cannot handle breakups, criticism, or being ignored. Even the smallest rejection can feel like abandonment, which pushes their insecurities to the surface. Rejection strips away their illusion of power. It shows them that you can live without them, and nothing terrifies a narcissist more than losing control over someone they thought they owned. Narcissists lack empathy. A lack of genuine empathy prevents narcissists from forming deep, meaningful relationships. While they may seem surrounded by admirers, these connections are often transactional, shallow, and short-lived. Why this is a weakness. Narcissists live in emotional isolation because they are incapable of truly loving or being loved. Their inability to connect leaves them perpetually chasing validation, which becomes exhausting and unsatisfying. They may win admiration, but they can never feel the warmth of true connection. In their constant quest for control and admiration, narcissists often alienate the very people they need. Key recap. The fragility of their false self, fear of exposure, loss of narcissistic supply, rejection and abandonment, their lack of genuine emotional connection. Empowering tips. Set boundaries and don't engage with their manipulations. Avoid giving them emotional reactions. This starves their supply. Know that their weaknesses are about them, not you. Their behavior is a reflection of their internal emptiness. A narcissist's greatest fear is the truth about who they are and what they lack. When you stop playing their game, you take back your power and leave them to face the one person they fear most, themselves. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and let me know in the comments. What do you think is a narcissist's biggest weakness? Don't forget to subscribe to Narcissist Unmasked for more videos like this one. Take care and stay strong.